I'm looking for my tripod to place this camera and I can't find it. I don't know, should I just go on like this and film like this? And why is the wind so strong? God, my God, see where I'm struggling. See, I'm struggling to place this camera. I think the reason that I don't even bother myself with making videos on this YouTube, like on Harama, who is tiring. Like, how do I put my phone now? Anyway, I put it, it's shaking, it's shaking. Like, what I do? Oh gosh, like what do I do now? Do I hold it? I don't even know what I want for this video, but like I'm basically here to yap. If you don't want to waste like 30 or I don't know how long this video is going to last. You don't want to wait like 30 minutes of your life. Be gone. Be gone. I don't even know if people even remember that this channel is active or this channel is not active per se, because this channel is not active. I don't know if they remember that this channel exists. I thought about starting a podcast because I had so many things to say and get off my chest, but then I remember that I have this channel, and so therefore I decided to come back on this channel and say whatever it is I want to say. But now that I've put this camera in my face, I can't remember what I wanted to say. What's your morning routine like? Me, when I wake up, the first thing I listen to is Stay Alive by Jungkook and Sugar, mostly because I have to remind myself. The first line of the song is please stay alive. I need to remind myself in a country like this that you need to be alive. Like, there's no reason for me to die, because this country will convince you like that death is better than life. So I need to convince myself every waking morning that I deserve, I should be alive. Now that I'm here, I just want to stay at myself. I'm just depression tired. I don't know how this video is going to go. I don't know if I'll record at intervals when I have things to get on my chest, because I know that as I'm starting this video, I won't remember so many things that I want to say. I just know it. So I know that like now that I've started this video, it will give me like the strength to continue filming, because normally my only issue with filming is the fact that I have to like know what to say first. But now that I've started the video, I just feel like I might complain, like I might yap at different times, and I'll just like put everything together and put it up, because I want to start posting like on my YouTube. I feel like why I started YouTube is different from why I started Instagram. When I started YouTube, I was like, the reason I started YouTube was because I loved posting videos of myself. Then I don't know how I changed my focus to Instagram, and it doesn't give me as much satisfaction as when I used to post on YouTube. So I'm coming back to my original setup, and I don't know what I'm going to do with my Instagram, but yeah, maybe I'll do two of them together. But I noticed that I have a one-track mind, so once I'm focused on something, the other thing suffers. So if I'm fixed on Instagram, my YouTube will suffer. If I'm fixed on YouTube, my Instagram will suffer. If I'm fixed on TikTok, no other app is going to suffer. I can just focus on one thing at a time. So I think I'm going to try and focus on my YouTube again, because it actually helps me out. Like, it's fun to do. Anyways, for my birthday this year, I looked amazing. I know nobody asked me, but yeah, my birthday was on the 16th of April, and I ate like, they don't call me gluten for no reason. They don't call me gluten while I'm skinny as hell for no reason. Like, I ate like, I ate. And my wish for this year's birthday was basically to live. I just want to live. Like, I just want to live my life. When I was in university, it was school. When I was secondary school, it was like school was holding me back. Now I'm an adult. I just want to live, to be honest. I just want to live my life as my life. I want to live my life to the fullest. I want to experience everything. I want to enjoy everything. I just want to live life as my fullest self. I want to be happy. I never want to have negative energy around me. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be held back by my own thoughts, by my own words, by literally doing things or saying things that's going to hinder me. I just want to live happily with no guilt. I want to do every single thing that I said I'll do. I'll never stop trying new things. If one fails, I'll continue doing it. I'm not going to let failure be the definition of me, because then I might never ever succeed. And I'm posting this video up. Most times when I post my videos, I don't post it for like an audience. I always come back to watch some of my videos, because I keep dropping gems for myself, and when I hear some of the things that I say, like, it resonates back to me, to who I was at that period. And I never want to forget that I want to live life. If I try to be a lawyer and it doesn't work, I'll try another skill, and if it doesn't work, I'll try something else. Like, I'm never going to stop. Even if I become a tailor, I will still do everything that I said I want to do. They say jack of all trades, master of none, and to be honest, I don't mind being a master of no trade, but so far as I've experienced all trade, I'm fine with it. From now henceforth, I'm going to live my most happiest my truest and my most graceful self. I'm going to live, and I'm not just going to exist in this world. Sam just wants to live. Honestly, I never had like plans to get married though, but after my sister's wedding, hey, wedding is not small thing, you know. Like they literally go out of their way to gaslight girls. Like they tell you that your wedding is going to be the happiest day of your life. They lied. They lied. That can literally, like, your wedding can literally give you PTSD. When the best way to be at a wedding is to be a guest. Like nothing concerns you with what they are doing behind the scene. Just come, lay around here, eat your food and leave. But the moment you just start, like you are the bride or you are the sister of the bride, or you mistakenly get a shebi, one thing I got from my sister's wedding is that I'm not going to join my, like, if I get married, I'm not going to join the ceremonies. That's the first one. No joining of ceremonies. Like if I'm doing white wedding, I'm doing white wedding in one day. If I'm doing traditional wedding, I'm doing traditional wedding in another day. If I'm doing three weddings, I'm doing three weddings on 3 separate days. God forbid will I do it on the same day. Another thing is that we never ever get married in a Redeemed Christian Church of God. Like never ever. Like those people are so obnoxious, invasive, and like intrusive, to be honest. Like it's crazy. Like nothing they did, none of their rules made sense to me. Like except the ones that, of course, you're going to a church. Like why would you even like showcase your like indecently? But their rules are too much. No trains, no net, no makeup, minimal makeup. Like show the oh god, their church, their rules. Secondly, I'll never ever be a chief bridesmaid again. Like for my sister, I told her that she don't know what God has done for her, because that's the first and last chief bridesmaid I'm doing for anybody in this lifetime. I don't want it to seem like I'm giving weddings any sort of bad PR, but the prices of these weddings, people that you're seeing get married now, they are praying through their nose, like, and they're trying to hasten the process, because if they don't pay now, if they don't get married now, hey, the money next year. My sister's wedding was beautiful. I enjoyed myself, but I found out that I started enjoying myself after the fact. On the day of the wedding, I was so tense, like it's crazy. Somebody I know is getting married. That's the last actually I'm doing for this year. Like I don't do again. Like no, if I'm not going as a videographer, I don't go wedding. Like I'm not doing anymore. Weddings are stressful, and they don't only stress the bride, they stress every other person that's behind the scene and that's in attendance. That's why now anytime I see a wedding picture or like people celebrating wedding and I see like a bride, the only thing that comes to my mind is like what kind of tears has she cried before the wedding day? What kind of tears has she cried before the wedding day? What sort of like stress did she go through to get to that, like to get this perfect picture like that she's getting now? Wedding is just a bunch of turmoil. Again, if you're wondering why I'm in the car, like why am I not inside, why did I choose to film in the car? Honestly, this car, I don't know, the more I stay in this car, the more I just like, it just gives me vibes like it's my own car, and it's just comfortable to stay in. I love staying here. I went to go learn how to drive, and oh my god, like I learned how to drive, and I like learned for 2 months and I still don't know how to drive. Like how do I even explain that to even myself? Driving is so tricky, and like when I started learning, and I started thinking that is this what people do every time? Like it's so confusing, and this is what people do. Like people are earning money from driving. People are driving like it's like a natural skill, like it's something that they nah, driving is not, it's not for the weak. My theme for last year was Superfly 2023, and I did everything I said I was going to do. I haven't posted a video on this channel this year. I also have a theme for this year, Easy 2024. But like I think when man proposes, something else, because it cannot be God that will oppose, something else will try and oppose. So this year has not been the easiest, because I've been going through things. Like I'm not sad all the time, but I'm not happy all the time as well. Like I don't even know who I am, and at some point in April this year I was struggling like with, like I had like serious identity crisis. I'm someone that's like, I'm just confident in myself. What I'm most proud of is the fact that I'm myself. I'm Ngozi Samobasi. As at April, I felt, I don't know who that person was, but that was not Ngozi Samobasi. It was like somebody that was different from myself, and honestly I couldn't recognize that person. I couldn't recognize that person in its appearance, in the way they spoke, and in their anger. I don't know why I was that angry, but I've noticed since last year. So towards the ending of last year, I was so angry. Like I became so like very angry and very irritable, like too angry. I'll give you an instance now. There was one time when I was coming back from my NYSC. I entered a bus, like I entered a bus. I don't know how, but I entered the bus and I entered the front seat like of the bus because I couldn't find the keke, which I would normally enter when I'm coming back because my mom and my dad used to drop me that time. So like I entered the bus and I entered the front seat, and the guy was telling me I should use the seat belt. But like he was telling me to romance the seat belt on my body. Basically, if you enter the bus, because after that time when I explained to somebody else, I was like that's how the buses are, and this thing, the seat belt doesn't really work well. So I said, okay, like after that time. But that time when I was in the bus, he made me put the seatbelt on my belt. The seatbelt was not like normal seatbelt. So I was a bit confused. I was like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? What's happening? Like, how should I use the seatbelt? This fool told me see, I'm even wearing an NYC uniform, but it's like I did not go to school or something. How can I not know when how to use seatbelt? I was so mad. Me and him were exchanging words because like I had time. I don't know why I was so angry. I had time. I was so mad then. I feel to give him his money. After when I came down from, I finished insulting him as I was going, I was so angry. I said, let me just put my AirPods inside my ears. I was about putting my AirPods in my ear. One of the AirPods fell on the floor, and a stupid wheelbarrow man just used his wheelbarrow to crush it, like, like even more anger. After that one now happened, I started fighting with the, I started fighting with the what's his name, the wheelbarrow man. Because are you blind actually? Like, I started like fighting with him after that one. Like I know I fought like 4 times that day. Like I was so angry. I don't know why I was so angry last year and entered this year. But I think I've been able to let go of some of that anger and not let things like move me as much as they would have at the last year. I think it has to do with the NYSC because I really hated my time in NYSC. Enough time has passed and I still cannot understand why I had to do NYSC or why I even had to go to law school. Those are the biggest waste of my time and my life. I feel like I wasted my life doing those 2 things, and my opinion will never change. If I had the power, I'll scrape those things out of whatever it is that I don't know if it's even syllable. Those are the most useless things ever. But this year, not this year per se, because I decided to make this year easy 2024, but the year has not been that easy and I've been finding it difficult to like cope with myself. But I think I reached a conclusion as at the beginning of July. I'm too young to be angry like all the time. I'm too young to be angry. I'm too young to be sad all the time. I'm too young to keep thinking. I'm too young to like let time bother me too much. I'm too young for like so many things. Time is something that I find very, very tricky, and it confuses me and it makes me like make haste sometimes because of in my head I'm like I need to do quickly because time will soon be over now. Time will be up. There are sometimes I will not be able to do things that I'm supposed to do just because of I've passed the age to do all of that. So I've just decided to let that anger leave me so that I can live quickly. I want this year to be the year that I change my life. I want to start doing only things that edifies my life, my physical body, my spiritual body, and health wise, honestly. Yeah, physical body and spiritual body, because like I just want to be the best version of myself. I'm already like a calm person. Like I already feel like I'm the best person on earth. If I now put in work in myself, I feel like I'm going to be untouchable. I'm going to be that girl. So I'm going to actively try to put things like in order. You get? So yeah, I'm trying to leave my anger behind. Although that does not mean that if you annoy me, I will not be angry at you. But I'll try to like let it be like the last or one of the last things that I won't put my mind into. My friend Princess would be like all the time I got angry at an Uber guy, she was like, why are you angry? And after that time I kept on thinking about it because she was like that it takes a lot to make her angry, because why would she spend her time on you? And it made me think like it takes a lot to be angry. Like it takes a lot of mental stress. Like your face has to show the anger. Like first of all you're squeezing your face, your heart is tight, like it's beating fast, you're trying, like you're shouting, like it takes a lot to be angry, whereas like to be normal and like remain unfazed takes nothing. It's not as deep as you make it seem. So I decided to let anger get out. You see now, so people have seen it, like I've yapped and yapped and yapped. I've given you a rundown of basically I literally touched on every single thing that's currently like what's up with me, and I basically gave you guys an update. So yeah. I wish you watched to the end. If you did not watch to the end, I will understand. So yeah, see you guys when I see you guys. I'll try to stay more active on this platform. I'm going to be coming here quite quite often than I would normally do, and hopefully you guys like whatever it is that I drop here. So yeah, see you next time on Samobasi.